Once upon a time, when Jim Goodwin was at Aberdeen, he massacred the club with some horrible results, but he also brought in an unknown Macedonian by the name of Bojan Miovski, and now he's trying to do it again. He's brought in another Macedonian, this time with Dundee United, and he's looking to find the next Miovski. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Dundee United have made a signing. Whether it turns out to be a big one or not, who knows? Could be a great signing, could turn it to be a flop. We will find out as the season progresses. But Dundee United have agreed to sign Kristijan Trapanovski ahead of the upcoming 2024-2025 season. Now, the deal for the 24-year-old free agent is now subject to the player getting a work permit and passing his medical. Trapanovski does play for Miovski, but he is set to become a free agent and he's going to be heading to Scotland later this month. He is a former Macedonian under-21 player, and he has also played for clubs such as Slavia Prague B. Now, that's not probably the most glamorous club there. He hasn't played for the highest quality, but he has been in the Macedonian League for the past 4 seasons with Miovski, and he has helped them be successful. In his 4 seasons, he has finished 2nd, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. That is not a bad return in terms of league finishing positions. He has played 95 times for Miovski and he has scored 13 goals. So, I mean, it's not exactly the worst return there. He is a left winger and he is reportedly pacey and skillful, which is 2 pretty good abilities to have. Now, in terms of being the next Bojan Miovski, obviously being a left winger, he won't exactly be that Miovski type, but I think Jim Goodwin won't really care about that as long as he can have a similar impact to what we've seen with Bojan Miovski. Come in at Aberdeen, have 2 great seasons, and then pretty much have a price value of about 5, 6, 7 million on his head. So yeah, Dundee United looking obviously to make an impact ahead of the upcoming season. They've already signed Dave Richards on a 2-year deal from Crewe, and over the next couple of days they are hoping to seal a deal for Cheltenham defender Will Ferry in the coming days. So Dundee United not hanging about here. They are making signings, they are bringing players in. I actually think they're well equipped for the Premier League. They have a pretty good squad. They have quality players in there, and it looks like they're not just going to sit by and relax. They're going to bring in even more players. They're going to try to improve their team, which obviously they need to. I'm not saying that they have a squad right now that is capable of making a big impact in the Premier League. I'm not saying that. But I think with a couple of good additions, this could be a Dundee United team that I think could come straight up and possibly challenge for top 6. I think it won't be a case of whether or not the squad is good enough. I think it might be more of a case whether or not Jim Goodwin is good enough, because we've seen at his time at Aberdeen have a much better squad in my opinion than Dundee United do, and he couldn't really do much there. So I don't really think Dundee United's problem is their players. I think they've got a lot of good players in good positions, but for me it's just Jim Goodwin. I'm not convinced that he is the man for Dundee United, and I think if Dundee United, I mean, can Jim Goodwin keep them in the league? Yes. Can he make them a Premiership club and maybe have multiple seasons with Dundee United? Could he stay with Dundee United for the next 5 years and keep them in the Premier League? Of course he could. I'm not doubting that. But is Jim Goodwin the man that is actually going to take Dundee United forward? Is he the guy that's going to get them regularly finishing the top 6, pushing for those European spots, maybe winning a piece of silverware? I just don't see it based on his time at Aberdeen. I know it was a small sample, and you can't really just judge him for his whole career. You can't judge his ability as a manager just based on his failure at Aberdeen, but it wasn't good. And last season, I do think at times he struggled with Dundee United, and in the end, Raith Rovers, they did kind of bottle the league. I'll never forget the game they lost to Arbroath, 2-0 up, and they somehow lost it 3-2. That was the night, in my opinion, Raith Rovers threw away the league to Dundee United. So look, we'll see. Dundee United are making signings. Kristijan Trapanovski could turn out to be a great player. Who knows? Maybe he will be just as good as Bojan Miovski. But is Jim Goodwin good enough to have a successful season with Dundee United? That's the big question. Anyway, well, I guess we'll find out, guys. Got a little competition called the Euros before the Scottish football season gets back underway. But I can't wait. I know it's just finished, but already I can't wait to get it started. Let me know down below what you think of this signing, and do you think Jim Goodwin is the man to lead Dundee United forward? I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.